We are on and recording and live streaming on Facebook. I don't know who's on. Should we check if there's somebody on? Let's see if anybody comes on. Tseko, I know you're walking and things, but check on your side as well. Let's see. All right. Tseko will have to check. But let's begin because we only have 15 minutes. So we're going to stop at 10:02. Welcome to the first of TV3 shows. And this show, I sound like a little bit like Sumizi, don't I? This show is about plan of action, and it's about value edians who are going to testify to their experience on value add. And we have with us Aphendulwa Nyezi, all the way from KwaZulu-Natal, and we have Lerato Dikotsi, all the way from the Val. Welcome, folks. Let me begin. I'm excited about this because I'm always excited about first things. And due to protocol, all protocol observed, I'm going to start with the singer. But I'm not going to ask her to sing because I can know she's going to have a mild heart attack. But I'm going to ask her to tell us about herself and when she joined Value Ed, what courses she's on, and what she's experiencing. That's you, Aphendulwa.
Thank you so much, Uncle Vic. Good day, everyone. My name is Aphendulwa. I am from a small town known as Harding in KwaZulu-Natal. I'm currently, what am I doing currently? I'm doing a lot of things currently, but one of those mainly, I'm a value edian in good standing. So, I have an honors degree from the University of Forte in environmental studies and GIS, also an undergrad degree from the University of Forte in Bachelor of Science Geography. So I don't have much to say about me, but you know what I can say is thank you for having me today. It's such an honor, Uncle Vic.
Yay, cool.
Wow. It's so nice to hear such things from young people having the honors and everything else. And then you're part of value ed. That's very, very nice. So since while you've been with value ed, like what is the most core things that have inspired you in value ed since you've been with it, the duration that you've been in value ed?
All right, just like how Uncle Vic asked me, when did I join value ed? It's been a few months ever since I've joined value ed. And I first enrolled in the work readiness program. Then I went to mental health and wellness program. I also joined self-mastery program. I also joined exploring your relationships course. Then recently I just joined the happiness course. So I can say that, you know, I've been inspired a lot because now I've discovered that, you know, there are things that I didn't know about myself. So value add has that, you know, tool of actually sparking and actually allowing you to tap in areas that you didn't even think that you'd actually, you know, tap in. So it's like, really, it's an inspiring space, and especially that when I have to actually meet people from different disciplines. You have people from psychology, you have people from, you know, programming, IT, you know the different disciplines that actually incorporate what we call value add. And now that's very interesting for me because now I was always focused on Bachelor of Science, Geography, Environmental Science. Now I'm exposed to new avenues. So I could say that has been mostly very inspiring for me.
So let me take this opportunity to introduce Lerato, who's the co-host as well. But before she becomes co-host, let's find out a little bit about her. Lerato, tell me about your journey in value add.
It's Heritage Month, so I'll just Yeah. So I'm Lerato from Val. I'm studying marketing, and I was introduced to value add during mid-March. Yeah, that's when I started joining value add. And since then, I've transformed in many ways. I joined work readiness and I joined marketing. I would tap into other programs and I would learn more. And you know how marketing is, it is broad. So when you tap into other things, they just maneuver back to marketing. So with value add, I've learned a lot in the sense of the workplace, the diversity with it as well. Within their own space, there's a lot of diversity, which that's what we're all about, being diverse. So again, another thing was learning how workspace works. I was one from an educational theoretical place and then jumped onto this value add, and they taught me literally everything from the experts to me who is just like clueless about this workspace. So yeah, that's my journey with value add and tapping into your mental health, like balancing the two, school and working. It really, really helped me a lot. And this new one called the happiness one, I didn't know much about being happy. I always thought that I was happy, but then learning about the dynamics of being happy and everything else, that literally did help me into balancing things and knowing, okay, this is how you look at your happiness, and then this is how you thought your happiness was. So yeah, my journey was pretty good with value add. It has taught me a lot. It's not only theory, but the practical of it makes things easy.
So the question I'm going to ask you is to think about sort of, the name of the program is, plan of action. And you guys are doing quite a lot of the courses that we have. And just think of one plan of action that you think from any of the courses that you're putting into effect. But one of the things as you're thinking about that, that I want to say is that, yeah, Aphendulwa, you've given us your one side of you, but there's another side of you, right? We want to hear about that side of you as well, because value addians, I think one of the things you must know is that we've got diversity within the community of value add. And yes, she's got these qualifications, but she's also
an artist.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the core skills.
The thing is with me, it's still difficult to actually say I'm an artist, So it's something that I'm still growing into, So, and value add is one of those spaces where I'm actually, comfortable, where now I'm leaving my shell, and having Uncle Vic, Lerato, Tseho, amongst other members, that are very motivating, So yeah, it was still very difficult for me to say, okay, I'm an artist, and all that. So now, at least now I'm comfortable, I'm a bit comfortable to say, okay, when I introduce myself, okay, I'm Aphendulwa, I have this, I'm an artist. So I'm getting into that space now, steady but surely.
Sure. And think about that one plan of action thing that you're thinking that you'd want to articulate, but also Lerato is another shy one. So I'm the one who's going to remove some of the proverbial, natural inhibitions that they have. I mean, Lerato, when you came and you joined Value Add, now you are a pretty much working with Value Add in terms of one of the team members, but now you do a whole variety of things. I think you need to tell everybody what your skills are now in terms of what you're capable of doing.
Okay, now, yeah, I came as a beanie. I was still a seed, and I'm still growing there under the soil. So I came in at value add, knowing nothing about posting, knowing nothing about web or developing anything at all. And then as a baby, they taught me everything that I am doing now, as like your posters that you see on value add adverts and everything else, as much as the websites that I'm working with along all the value addians. Like the things that you see in the graphics that are there, I'm part of that. I've been doing it behind the scenes. Yeah. As Uncle Vic says, I'm shy. So I always was behind the scene, and now he's putting me there in front of everyone. So with that, I would say the knowledge that I acquired, and now that I'm doing it practical with value add, I have put it into practicality in a way that my posters show much more of the information than us telling you the information. Even when we put them out there on the posters, it's much more of detail than us telling you that, yeah, we have this something new, this TV3 show called Plan of Action. It tells you everything. Yep, that's what I'm part of, and all the social media as well.
Fantastic, yeah. But you'll be hosting these things with me, so in time, people get to know who you are. Aphendulwa, plan of action. What do you think you're taking away from Value Add and all the courses that you're doing? What's the sort of one, maybe even two plan of actions that you're applying?
The thing is with me, Uncle Vic, initially when I joined, I didn't know what to expect in Value Add, It was just these courses where I'm like, okay, let me just try to acquire knowledge as much as I can. So for me, what I've learned, especially from you, Uncle Vic, is thinking outside the box. Because honestly, I think you're really smart. So what I've learned is thinking out of the box. So more especially is, when you set goals for yourself, what I've learned mostly is account for those goals, those vision boards that we have at home, and setting your goals. It could be long-term, short-term goals, but what I've learned from Value Add is learn to actually apply the knowledge, because now acquiring the knowledge is not enough. But now we need to take it a step further to actually apply the knowledge. So now I'm in that space now in actually trying to apply all the knowledge that I have, because like Lerato said, we just recently joined the happiness program. So I was asking Ashley that, okay, now that we are in this program, we are no longer allowed to be angry and sad because now we are in the happiness program. So she was like, no, we are people at the end of the day, but the aim of the program is that, okay, yes, there's sadness, there's, resentment sometimes, there's anger, but now how do you find the balance? So for me, it's more of self-discovery, self-awareness, self-confidence, to be confident in myself, to know that, okay, what do I want? Where do I see myself? So, I mean, literally in that process, especially now, you exposing me to some of the other programs that you actually have ideas about. So it's something that, I'd be like, I never thought about that. So because now the way that you are putting it, because of your experience, and the way that you see the world, now I'm comfortable. I mean, that space that, okay, I'm comfortable. At least, there is someone who's confident about this. So it's like that thing, it's rubbing off. Your energy, Uncle Vic, is rubbing off on us, because now you're like, okay, you see the bigger picture, because now we were in our corners, you didn't even know much. You didn't even know what other talents you have, but now you realize, okay, maybe I can create a website. I don't know I can create a website. Maybe, okay, maybe we need to have a program like this. And you're like, but this is actually viable. So for me, it's actually taking all the knowledge now and trying to apply it now, putting it into action so that we can see now, okay, this is the product of actually acquiring all the knowledge, So for me, it's basically that. And it's mostly applying it both in my academics and both in my musical journey, as a musician. So I'm trying to apply that, because now I don't want to box myself that, okay, no, this knowledge is mostly for academics. It's broad like that, the variety, So it's very interesting. You actually look forward to the next program each and every time. Each and every time you're like, okay, I wonder what do they have in store for us. So it's basically that, Uncle Vic.
Fantastic. Well done, Aphendulwa. And you're gonna fly. I'm old enough to predict things now. So you're on the track. You're going to fly. Lerato, you're applying a lot of things. So just pick one. I mean, geez, yeah. Tell me which one you think your plan of action is going into be.
My plan of action is just putting my marketing theory into practicality now, meaning all the knowledge of marketing, putting yourself out there, having this broader mindset, not only thinking in the box but outside. Like you always tell us, you have all these ideas and then you just want to put them out there. But the thing is, try your luck and then see how it goes. That's how I've put in my action in with this theory of marketing, putting it out there on marketing myself. In fact, I'm marketing myself as much as I'm marketing value add. That's how I'm seeing this plan of action of mine is. So what people see, it's value add, also it's Lerato Day. That's my plan of action.
Fantastic, fantastic. And that's what we want to create. That's what we want to create. We want everybody to be part of a community, but have their very strong identity. And I can see us doing a lot of great things with Aphendulwa in terms of her singing. But I also see us doing a lot of great things with Aphendulwa in terms of the knowledge that she has within environmental, climatical discussions that are a major topic of conversation now. And I think it's certainly something that we need to highlight, that every single one of us needs to be doing something. So thank you for that. And thank you for joining. And I know it's a quick burst of knowledge and information for everybody out there. And we'll certainly be chopping this up, Aphendulwa, so you'll be seeing yourself on the different social media sites in the course of the next few weeks as part of the testimony here. Anele, who joined, thank you, who's joined us here on Zoom, and Tseho as well. But yeah, for the rest of the day, have a fantastic Saturday. I've got to go and buy stuff for builders. But after that, I'll be relaxing. But have a fantastic day, and we'll catch up again early next week. Thank you.
Thank you
so much, Uncle Vic. I wish I could do this the whole day.
We can do it again. We'll definitely do it again.
Anele, please join us on Value Add.
Is Anele not part of Value Add yet? Anele, you need to join